Now surely there cannot be that many aliens left in this damn colony. It's already taken how many of our men? 3 or 4. Worrying really is something I should pay attention to. Well, at least there's 2 other lobstermen. We know that there are 2 lobstermen and there's still an invisible 150 booyah dragon. I can but hope that the invisibility of a 150 booyah dragon is somehow cured by the next mission, because it's a glitch that isn't all that fun. At least not in group. Oh, okay. Kenneth, prove why you should be promoted to captain. Now is your chance. Start racking up the kills. Or we'll take the live lobstermen. Another one, excellent. Perfect. Okay, looks like Kenneth Williams is in with a chance of taking Captain Spaulding's probable crown. Good that they're all lingering around, and Hartman's grad, of course. No one likes him. And he stabbed the lobsterman, pretending it was one of his teammates. Hartman's grad has got serious issues with his team, I can tell you. When they did the Secret Santa at XCOM, no one wanted Hartman's grad, because, let's be honest, what do you get for a functioning sociopath? What do you get for the man who has everything? Stealth JC with his nicely soiled aqua trousers. And I think that's it. That's it. We've killed them. We have killed all the remaining lobstermen, or at least incapacitated them. Look at that score. Excellent. And we lost 4 XCOM operatives. So I remember the 3 important ones, but I struggled for the life of me to remember who the 4th one was. Let's think. It was John Locke, Craven the Hunter, Flash Gordon. No, I really can't remember who the other one was. But look, Captain Spaulding got promotion. He is now Captain Spaulding. And Stealth JC, despite being of the soiled trouser, is now an ensign. Well done, Stealth JC. Another alien colony wiped out. Let's save this bloody game. Okay, well, shortly we're going to have to start recruiting some more aquanauts, I think. We've only got the 1 colony left. Oh, and we do have our new aquanauts, so if you bear with me, I will shortly open up the document with my list of prospective aquanauts. Let's see. I am worried that we will eventually run out of equipment to give to our aquanauts. We're certainly running out of armour, or at least decent armour. Not to mention money. Grigori Bakievich. Good name. Good aquanaut name. Otto Kraus. That sounded a bit too Russian. His name is Otto Kraus. I'm just trying to find a document with my list of prospective aquanauts on, and good lord, is it a long list. It's a Word document on my system. Where is it? But yeah, it's an extensive list. I very much doubt we're going to be able to take every one of it just yet. But we should at least make a decent dent. Dent as in the late Arthur. No, hang on, that's wrong. Anyway. One thing as well, there's plenty of fictional characters I wanted to throw in to one of the RPG Brigade or Squadron UK or somewhere like that. But I am committed to at least, well, for the most part, 9 out of 10, I suppose, will be named after the loyal YouTubers who have stuck with these videos through thick and through thin. My debt to you cannot be repaid well enough, except with my thanks, my heartfelt thanks. You have watched this for longer than I ever thought you would. And loaded up now. Next to our DOS box window. Oh, can't take Fiend 77 off the sub. So now it's the naming ceremony. Greg Aliff shall become, drumroll. Well, who else could it be, really? With a bravery like that, it's obviously going to have to be my unit. Yeah, I know. I don't know who that is either. Okay, and we now finally have a Bolt Orange. Klaus Unger shall become 87 Julius, a very critical YouTuber, I find, with his comments. And of course, here is the Master of Flowers. Master of Flowers, who was kind enough to stand in the middle of the field and shout out XCOM at the top of his voice. Good for you, Master of Flowers. Every time you do that, you'll get a new aquanaut. So, who should we pick next up the list? Mr. Wolf. Mr. Wolf. No, that's not what I wanted. It's the numlock thing. Do we need the numbers? No, we'll just go for Mr. Wolf. Amanda Cook, a very generic-looking name, will become the Metal Canyon himself. His own rather good videos. I'm awful for commenting on other people's videos. And my name is not Lily, I am removing from XCOM because he doesn't comment anymore on these. He is too taken up with his own. So the Narrabin finally gets it. That's nothing personal against My Name Is Not Lily, by the way, but I'm freeing up room for the more dedicated fans, and My Name Is Not Lily has been in the brigade before. Wolfgang Night Shadow. Very good name there, Wolfgang. And Otto Kraus. Have we not already had Otto Kraus? Oh well. Will now be Malone Malo. That's what I meant. Lyudmila Kirkenko. I have to say, this particular contingent of XCOM is suffering from awful bravery. It's going to be deep end of the dice pool, if it will fit. And it will! Excellent. There we go. We have our aquanauts. I hope you have seen yourself on the list. If you have not seen yourself being added to XCOM, well, time will tell if you will be, but I am sure, I am confident that you will find a place. Let's save it again, and I bid you adieu for now, until I return for another exciting mission of XCOM Terror from the Deep. Welcome back to They Came From Beneath, the XCOM Terror from the Deep. Yeah, my game's better. Okay. Here we are again. Here we are, and here we are, and here we go. And I like it, 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 here we go. Whoa. Rocking all over the world. We need to get our funds somehow. It's not an easy road being an XCOM. It's not like you've got money pouring out of your ears. Far from it. We do seem to have a very stingy employer. The sorts of people that pay us aren't known for their charity. So there we go. There's a nice amount of money. We could build another base, but I'm not sure that it's worth it. What we need right now, and what you need to be helping me out with, what you still need to be helping me out with, is working out how I advance up the research tree. You know, I think we're ready for the last leg of the game. I think we're ready to find the alien base now. I feel ready. I feel like I could take them on with the highly skilled aquanauts at my disposal. I don't need to molecularly control the aliens. I can just shoot them and I will be perfectly happy. No. So, my question to you is this. How do I get there? I know the final stages, I've been told lots about Lobsterman commanders and Tassoff commanders and the ultimate threat and things like that, but I need to know how to start researching better submarines for myself. dare I point out that right now we are still flying these Tritons and Barracudas. And there are better submarines to be had, I understand, and you need to study those submarines in order to find the ultimate submarine in this game, which will take you to the big alien base. Except I don't know how to get there. I honestly can't find the research tree that leads to that branch, or something. The research branch that leads to... oh, I don't know. Either way, we're a bit stuck. And I don't want to find out that I've stumbled upon a bug, because if I have, well, quite frankly, this game is going to come to a quick end. Chicadico! It's Chicadico time. Everyone else accounted for? Yes, and we're going to need to stick some more aquanauts in Squadron UK as well. We're going to need to hire some more waste of space. Fortunately, we've just got iron armour laying around at Squadron UK. We use them, you know, as mannequins in order to fool aliens should they ever invade the base. Not that they would stand a chance with our high-tech torpedo launcher defences. Yeah, I know, it makes me shake and quiver. I tingle with excitement. What the hell? Yeah, we won't look at that. That looks a bit too much like base management. God knows we don't want to start taking this game too seriously. Still, I can't work out how that submarine can have that much equipment on it, but beggars can't be choosers. I think I've probably loaded these submarines up as much as I'm able. That's not many sonic cannons. There's plenty of sonic blaster rifles. And they often they do the job, unless we're facing lobstermen, in which case vibroblades are infinitely better. The problem is lobstermen don't... if we have a downed sub mission, lobstermen out in the open are very difficult to engage with vibroblades. Excellent! Everyone's particularly happy, except for the USA. Well, bollocks to you, USA. I mean, I only destroyed a bunch of colonies. Kenneth Williams and Captain Spaulding, look at that fantastic MC strength. Let's keep them in training, I think. And who else will get it? Sorry, Andy. Yeah, alright, we'll have to give it to you, 150 Booyah Dragon. Chicadico doesn't get it because he's a new recruit, and we don't like to waste our money on new recruits as they die very quickly. The Sonic... Turn on the Sonic Oscillator! Riff-raff. We're going for the Sonic Defences. Of course, Sonic Defences don't sound particularly impressive, but the aliens absolutely hate that little blue hedgehog, smarmy bastard. I hated the cartoon of Sonic the Hedgehog. I absolutely hated it when I was little. Not my kind of caper. Oh, who shall we send out to take on this mission? It's gonna have to be Triton 4. The YouTube RPG Brigade striking again. Good luck, YouTube RPG Brigade. Headed up, of course, by Gorister! In all his fine, blackness. Nimdok still with us in the land of the living. And Kenpo Mike, who is possibly one of our best aquanauts, well, just for sheer ability. Shreelock, I'm not sure, hasn't really proven himself yet. Mermig the medic, and Ming the merciless on his resurrection now. Aristocritic has actually been with us quite a long time. And this is Samwise 7 RPG's second incarnation as well. Poor old QWERTY Man the Third, all he wants is for his name to be spelt right. Oh, okay, yeah. We don't really want thermal shock launchers, do we? Because if we go around using thermal shock launchers, we're going to have to carry alien unconscious bodies with us. And as this is a 2-part mission, it means we're going to have to carry them with us into the second part. They'll wake up, they'll attack us, they'll kill us. You know how it goes. You've seen this all before. Fortunately, I can put something into Gorrister's other hand and not worry too much, because he's doesn't have to aim with when he's got a remote control missile launcher. Nimdoc, having stayed with us, and Gorrister, of course. Oh, okay, that was a bit hasty. Sod it, we'll go with it. Alright. I was going to save it, but you know what? Frell that noise. It's night time, like the best time. The best time for Gorrister to do what he does best. Stick his wife on a meat hook, apparently. According to I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Oh, what a fantastic game that was. Now, why did Kenpo Mike just shoot those barrels? Because a civilian may well have been in there, mightn't it, Kenpo Mike? Well, Kenpo Mike has a stun weapon. And there's often an alien hiding between those two barrels. And Kenpo Mike has seen enough recorded footage of this kind of mission to know that aliens hiding in barrels are not to be frolicked with. Gorrister, acting a bit of a Trojan horse there, approaching that doorway with a medikit in hand, saying, don't worry, I don't know who's in there, but I'm not going to hurt you. And of course, in his other hand, a remote control missile. And it looks like we did actually knock a civilian unconscious. That's okay, I can handle that. Would have much rather knocked a civilian unconscious than killed a civilian, but saying that I would have much rather killed a civilian if it resulted in an alien being killed as well. Oh, someone just got shot in the head. The movies man, looking unwell. You need to get to a medic. Get thee to a medic. Who just shot at you, the movies man? What kind of aliens are we facing on this mission? Are we looking at biodrones? Are we looking at tricenes or zarquids? Perhaps no. We are looking at... who else are there? Gillmen, aquatoids, that kind of thing. No doubt we will soon find out. It's a Gillman! It's a Gillman. Excellent. One shot should take it down. And it does. Someone tell me whether there's something we still need to research from these creatures. If there is, we'll take one alive. If there isn't, well, they can all die, as far as I'm concerned. Don't believe there's anything further from a Gillman that can be learned. Nothing for Gorrister to tend to. Well, that's 2 civilians dead. Well, the more civilians dead, the less to get in our way. I hear that's also a principle of the American military. Oh. In all fairness, I have great respect for the American military. Oh. Someone wanted to kill a bunch of us very quickly. Well, we can't see who. So let's just hope whoever it was doesn't have another grenade on his belt. Because if he did, a few of our aquanauts are probably going to die quite soon. I find it strange that they don't keep their helmets on even when they're above water, because surely it would afford some level of protection from gunfire. Hello. I always do that every single time I see the Gillman waving like that. Curled up in a 6x6 position. But the movies man is no fool, that is why he wants a sonic cannon. A Nimdoc, frantic-legged, will hastily stride towards that door down there. Whip 2003, now that you're in close quarters, I think, yes, it would be prudent to equip yourself with the vibroblade. Very good thinking. I should have thought of it myself, really. Another gill man. Shreelock, take a pot shot. You can't see it anymore, can you? Nope. Okay, stand up again. Take another pot shot. Nope. Okay, that was really worth it, Shreelock. Well done. Ming the Merciless. Show Shreelock how shooting is done. Nope. Unless your aim was to show him how to shoot the side of a box. Ming the Merciless, of course, learned to shoot in the Mongo School of Artillery. I love Flash Gordon. Not the man himself, he's dead, but I love that movie, those comics. There's a new Flash Gordon comic out, Flash Gordon Zeitgeist, covers by Alex Ross, where Flash Gordon is set during the 1940s, and Ming is basically, it's alluded to that Hitler is his envoy on Earth already, and he's already in the process of annexing Earth on behalf of Ming. It's quite a nice twist to the tale, and Flash Gordon resembles your typical Ubermensch in a way, you know, sort of blonde-haired, ripped top, decent artwork, very good. I recommend it. It's Dynamite Comics. And anyone who doesn't appreciate the artwork of Alex Ross is a fool, a damn fool. Admittedly, his art takes a long time, it costs a lot if you want to buy any of it, but he is one of the finest comic book artists, I believe. Good shot there, Da Movies man. But what kind of Da Movies does Da Movies man play? What can he play? Well, he does play the Dam Busters. Another thing I'd recommend to you, while I'm thinking of it, is a video I recently added to my favourites, a Rowdy Roddy Piper's Pit video for funnyordie.com. Very amusing, I don't know, it's just typical of Rowdy Roddy Piper's over-the-top personality. It's absolutely excellent. Very much recommend it. So we're slowly filtering out and taking this ship by storm. And so far not lost one aquanaut. Still, we shouldn't speak too soon, as time has told us again and again, whenever we try to do that, whenever we speak too soon, aquanauts die. With much gusto. Much more gusto than they shoot accurately. But Nimdok's not afraid. He doesn't mind charging blindly into a darkened room on the off chance that a deep one might be hiding around the door. Deep one might be a bit optimistic. I don't think we've seen any yet. It's just gill men, but generally wherever there's gill men, there's deep ones. There's a gill man. That was damn poor shooting there, Mermig. You might be in for a very short life in this mission. Mermig the medic is now Mermig the mournful, as he stands a damn good chance of meeting a bad end. Oh dear. It looks like Whip 2003 can't get a thermal shock bomb through the doorway in order to knock the gill man out, so we're just going to have to hope that the gill man doesn't try to kill Mermig in those sorts of close quarters. Now usually gill men restrict themselves to firing sonic cannons and throwing grenades, but they are sometimes equipped with vibroblades or thermic lances. Yet to use a thermic lance. I am sure it makes about as much sense scientifically as a thermal taser. That's Tetsuo's favourite weapon, by the way, and one of the best weapons in the They Came From Beneath the Sea role-playing game, the thermal taser. Hey, it's a deep one! Shreelock, make up for your awful shooting. Or don't. Somehow the deep one is able to withstand that explosion, so leaving it clear for Deluvi's man to likewise miss. Aristocratic will shrug at Nimdok, and Nimdok will sniff at him and take that Gillman out, who was silly enough to not try and kill Mermic when he had the chance. I would be interested in seeing what that Gillman had on his body at some point, but for now, there are bigger fish to fry. Speaking of bigger fish to fry, in the movie Batman Returns, that's a line Christopher Walken uses. I got bigger fish to fry. And I would say that his character Max Schreck is probably the best Batman. Well, he was just not best Batman villain, but he was an excellent creation for that movie. I have been so impressed with that. Batman Returns has its flaws, certainly, but Christopher Walken's character in it is superb. I think he is absolutely brilliant, and I think it's a great shame that he was never adapted to the comics or to the animated series. I know he came close, and Roland Daggett, I believe, in the animated series, took his place. They were going to use Max Schreck as the person that made Clayface what he was in the animated series. If you remember the shows, the episodes Feet of Clay, parts 1 and 2, an evil industrialist called Roland Daggett was the cause of Matt Hagen's mutation. But yeah, it was supposed to be Max Schreck at one point. A shame. It would have been nice to have him carry over. He had a particularly good look about him. Of course, I know that he was named after the actor that played Nosferatu in the original Nosferatu. I believe it was. Or that was maybe the character's name. Don't know actually, I can't remember. Trying to remember what the name of that film was as well, about Nosferatu, that had Willem Dafoe in and John Malkovich. Oh, another Gillman. Mermic, make up for your previous failing. Good show, old man. Out of interest, when you think of actors that have died, those sorts of those immortal actors who you felt incredibly saddened by the death of, and that's the kind of thing where I've said before, you know, when the day comes that Christopher Lee dies or Michael Caine dies, or like when Pete Postlethwaite died, I was very, very saddened because they do strike me as immortal actors. They are such brilliant character actors in their own right. But are there any actors that, upon their death, you have been intensely saddened, despite having no valid reason for being so? I'd be interested to hear. Actors, actresses, anyone in the media, it would interest me greatly. Come on, Sherlock, make it up. No. Okay, next time we're not giving Sherlock a gun, we'll just, unless it's a small derringer that he can put into his own mouth. Do the name Sherlock a disservice. The movies, man, you've made up for your teammate's error. His error was joining XCOM in the first place. It is believed that Sherlock did forge his application form, or at least he made a bunch of his stuff up, and they believe it. Oh! I do believe that Gorrister is dead, so sorry, that should be Gorrister! Has just died. Well, that's another long-serving actor not dead.